Mm-mm. Do bum bum ba da dum do 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 bum ba do do ba bum do 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 do. Good morning, everyone. I'm Alex. This is day 42 of the Handmade Game Dev stream, no relation, where we build a multi-platform video game all from scratch, using all our own stuff in C, in C++, and in Objective C. And try to make the coolest possible thing. So if you'd like to join me for that today, as we dive right back into it, all you need for that is your drink of choice. Mine is matcha, as always. And join me now for our first sip of the day, the one that gets everything started. We'll take that together. Good, good, good. All right, so yesterday we got window open again, which was pretty good. However, this is not quite right. Not quite what we were looking for. So there's a couple things. Obviously, the so our vertex creation, our vertex shader seems to be good. This is like what everything is supposed to look like uh, at this stage in the pipeline. However, our fragment shadering, actually loading the texture onto these quads, seems to be totally screwed up here. Um, we have this is supposed to be like our these two white squares are supposed to be getting sourced from our sprite atlas. All this yellow is supposed to be coming from the font, and so they're just not getting mapped. And because these are like the complete default values of what all that stuff looks like, um, of what the colors are, as they get passed into the input of the pixel shader part of the pipeline. I'm a little suspicious that we broke some way we were doing the mapping, uh, and I bet you I know what it is. I bet what we did was probably changed the input layout of our input pixels, uh, and the control that sets the field that sets which atlas they're supposed to be sourcing from is right at the end, and I just know, I simply just know that uh, we changed the size of some of these things in in there. So here is it's the final one right here. And I think I totally screwed these up. So uh, in metal, which is what we have kind of everything set up for right now, those last two things are U32s. Uh, but I'm fairly certain when I just copied it over incorrectly, I made them U ints. Um, so U int, we should go make sure in HLSL that is the correct size we're looking for. Um, let's see. Let's see. We want to see in here. We want a scalar. Okay, so good. So uint there is correct. Uh, but but in the vertex layout, if we were to go here, my guess is that this is wrong because that says 8 in it. So I think it's very unlikely that that just works, right? So we probably want R32. If I were to hazard a guess. So pop that change in. We will cancel out of all this other crap. No, go away, Mr. Doctor. See, I have to leave some easy bugs for myself at the beginning of the next stream so that we can get a real nice fix just like that. And just like that, it works. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen. So that's really good. We solved that one. And it was not too hard because I've had to solve that exact problem maybe like 10 times already. So I kind of know when that one screwed up. Fixed 3D layout for Atlas ID. Okay, so now the next problem, this one may take us the rest of the live stream here. Because if you noticed, when we had the game open here, actually we probably still want this open. When we had the game open, it was basically totally unresponsive to all of our to everything going on. That actually, like thinking about it, I think I know why. My guess is one of these is doing something totally wrong. I'm pretty sure this calculation here is only really correct for OS get elapsed seconds. Oops. Da, 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 da. We look up query performance counter milliseconds because we are using the milliseconds one. In the milliseconds one's the one's actually getting called in our thingy-madoodle. Yeah, so there's certainly going to be a times 1,000 in here. So we want to do that. Because I think that is totally just like holding up our loop here of everything going on, and that was it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me undo that. Because that full screen event clearly is like not ready for prime time. Okay. I mean, that kind of looks like pretty similar to what we're seeing on Mac. It does not look too radically different because I have this case here where if I'm keep holding up, yeah, I think that's exactly the same. I think we did it. I think that's it. I think I think the Windows and Mac versions of this game now both just work, which is pretty awesome. That's a good feeling. That is a pretty good feeling. All right. All right. Cool. So let's just commit that. All right. And when I say that they both just worked, obviously not really. There's a couple things. So we did that. We did that. We did that. Okay. So yeah, there's a couple of things. There's a couple things we want to think about. Let's see here. So, we actually were missing something from here. We were missing uh, that resize, yeah, screen working, uh, fix resize screen. Because like when I alt entered, that just like totally effed everything up. Because right now it is broken to handle that, and resize is important because we the internal resolution is kind of going to be stuck at something. Um, we just want to be able to handle it and at least go into full screen without things crapping out. So I want to make sure that works. I want to make sure that is just working. And then of course there's sound. Um, I mean to we should probably just do sound at some point. I've just been putting that one off for so long because I'm like, it's like a whole other thing. I kind of don't want to do it, but I think we probably should just do it. Um, Also, this is fake. That back again. um, we actually are just doing all of these things right now. Um, yeah, because like, here's the thing: is I think it is also true. Two things are true. One, there are a lot of fun technical things that I can rat hole on to procrastinate from doing game design. But two is that like some of these things, if like trying to do design work without them has just been kind of a pain in the ass. Like not really having mouse input working. Um, Having the temporary storage just be totally broken right now. Um, and then like having like some semblance of a in-game like editor would be just so useful. Because like the to change fields and then recompile and kind of like look around to to tune some of the stuff for designing like these levels. It's just been not good. It's been really complicated. It's been a very long loop to close for that kind of thing. So I do think like it's probably time to just do some of this stuff. Um, so let's do this like engine engine high import features. So we definitely want this mouse crap. Uh, we want probably both of those things first before level editor. And then these are like boost design stuff. So that would be yeah, we want to fix that. Oh yeah, the engine, the collision system needs to work. That would be helpful. Um, that also is a big engine thing. This stuff I think I still don't care about yet. All right, so yeah, excuse me. Actually, these are more like a common thing. We would dupe over. So we will, and it's kind of oops, slower priority, except for this one. Because I do, uh, we're doing all the normal device conversion stuff uh in on CPU, which we probably could get away with moving to the vertex shader. Uh, don't think we need to anytime soon, which is why it's at the bottom of the list here. I suppose if it's at the bottom of the list, then we put it here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, let's put it there. So the things that we want to get working here is like we really need to fix this all the windowing stuff, make sure it just works. Is it's the most irritating thing when I just want to launch the game, put it in full screen, and then just like look have it work, and it doesn't just work. Yeah, it's my F11 that's supposed to go to full screen does not work right now. When I Alt Enter, that it's like the Windows exclusive full screen, and obviously you can see like the internal resolution did not change. It's still 720p, just getting scaled up, and it seems like a little screwed up too. It's like so part of it is like just like the way the pixel shader is kind of wrong. Um, but also something it like just doesn't quite feel right. Like it looks like we're running at a crappier frame rate uh than we should be. The way to check would be to launch it through render doc and see what that says. Uh I'm a little curious actually, because that will determine how annoying this is. Yeah, so we are running at like 178, 176, which is fine. That's all good. So then if we do this, yeah, we're still running at like 178-ish. It's good. It's good. But if I go into exclusive full screen, yeah, then that tanks us all the way down to 60 FPS. Wow, that is pretty awful. Um, that's really bad. Ugh, Windows, love to hate those guys. Why would they do that? Why would it why would it try to VSync down to 60? Because there's no difference. Like this is the exact same amount of work that the computer was doing. Um, it's actually should be doing less work because it doesn't have to draw any of the other uh crap in this desktop. Um, so the fact that it is locking itself down to such a worse frame rate is really it's really not great. That's really stupid. So something to figure out. Yeah, look, as soon as I take myself out, it's back to normal. The all this like really crappy artifacting is just from is really just from like the fact that like the aliasing is so bad on all my sprites blown because they're like 16 by 16 or something. They might be like 32 by 32s. They're very small, and so like it just does not look great when they are not totally pixel or axis aligned, right? Uh, Especially like when they're in motion, you get that really awful effect there. Um, anyway, anyway, it's low on the list because we can kind of live with that for a while. But the fact that the frame rate just like tanks itself, um, uh, exclusive full screen things to 60 FPS. We have to figure out what the hell's going on there. It's really annoying. It's really irritating. All right, so. Yeah, I think that'll give us another couple weeks of fun stuff to do. I might be streaming again tonight. We might have some some good times to be working on some of this stuff. So actually, I'm hoping that fixing the windowing stuff does not take too long, because these are all things I had working at some point. They just need to be made to work again. And the Mac versions, I would hope, also are not too bad. Uh, but it might be good if we've got like a big, longer stream to look forward to try to crank out some kind of sound. That would be pretty good. Just so that I can be able to do it. I like we. I think it will be useful for helping us do some of the work here. And it's a feature obviously we need at some point. But it's just I think we'll be good. We actually still even might want to mm, mm, I think some of this like memory stuff is actually more important than doing the sound, or needs to come first. Uh, because we like all of the sound buffer stuff is going to get written into, or should be getting written into temporary storage each frame. I would think, uh, and we have to figure out how to work with that and not cause that to be a leaky nightmare, which it is, because it's so bad that we're causing like stack corruption and stuff on like all of our logging, which really stinks. That's been really annoying to deal with. Yeah, so that's the thing. That is the thing. Um, all right, cool. Okay, so let's try to fix some of this windowing stuff. So if we go into our friend Mr. Windmain here, um, there's a couple of things, right? So right now we are not registering that F11, which actually is not in Windmain. That would be here. Uh, so yeah, because so this is setting like all the flags that it should be. But we are never going in. It's a little confusing. So now this is like all over the damn place. Um, yeah, so we have this OS window resize. We also have, DX11 resize. And then we have this one here, graphics resize. So we should figure out what it should actually be. Um, I suppose. And this might be the spot too where we actually are going to want to pull the metal stuff into into its own file, so it's not just polluting Mac main with a bunch of like render pipeline setup crap, right? Um, yes. So that is going to be something we want to do. It will certainly be something that we want to do. So, um, yeah, there's also, I guess, for this is like, oh no, this is the graphics layer, so it should be directly including the Direct 3D 11 backend, which is that's what we want. Okay. All right, so we definitely need to go replumb all of this crap out and figure out, because we're like totally just circumventing this layer of code, a bunch of spots now. Oh boy, I haven't gotten a U-bot thing in a while. That's cool. Um, so we want to do that. We also want to figure out what exactly it is we're doing here. No, I think those are all the things we wanted. And then in um I suppose we have to figure out why like exclusive full screen VSync does. Why does Windows exclusive full screen VSync by 3D the FPS? Like, why the hell would it do that? And that's why I was looking in here to start off, is because I think that Alt Enter crap is like that is a specific Windows message that we're not currently overwriting. Um, and that message, um, it's like WM full screen or something. Uh, and so that thing obviously, whenever that takes over our our full screen, it's like really gonna f some stuff up. Uh, oh, the display mode is set to 60 hertz. Oh, oh no way, no way. Um, oh. Also, I guess that is uh I guess we are capping ourselves to 280, 180. Interesting. Let's see what things look like when we do this. Yeah, you know, we're not getting any tearing right now. If we render dock that, I think that's just like free FPS there. It's basically free. Oh yeah, take a look. Yeah, so that's like a lot of FPS, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a lot more FPS. I was like, oh, why is it like so bad? We can like barely even hit VSync on my badass gaming laptop with like a 360 in it, and like the Mac can. Like, what the hell's going on? It's because we had VSync on there too. Oh my god, this shader lang D crap is eating up more memory than clanged is. That's kind of ridiculous. It shouldn't even be like I don't even have a. Are you serious? Like I don't even have the freaking thing. Why is there a slanged? Oh, because I like opened up one. I opened up like one thing, one buffer that had slang or that. Fuck me. That's so dumb. 'Cause it should just be like the HLSL. Oh, that's stupid. That kind of makes me mad because that's so annoying. Um. Anyway. Where's our game? Yeah, our game is still. It's like not even like really freaking doing anything. Um. It is. Yeah, it's doing some good GPU stuff here though. Uh. Actually, this is kind of interesting. So if we have, yeah, if we're the game. For the game, we're sitting at like 60 60% utilization of my GPU, whatever that means. Not that I could tell you what that means. Um, I mean, moral of the story is 1600 FPS. Uh, all right, well, let's keep it like that. Let's keep it like that. uh, turned off sync. So if we think that it's because the monitor was forced into a lower refresh rate, do we think that it will just work now when we alt enter? I mean, it kind of looks smoother. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with relying on render docs. One, a little annoying. Uh, yeah, so we're at like 1800. We go in here. Oh yeah, and now we're running at like 1600. Yep, yep. So it's totally just it's totally just Windows taking over the taking over the display mode of my monitor and setting it to some garbage. That's so dumb. And this is why no games implement full screen correctly. It's cuz like Windows just does all this like nonsense in the background here. Um oh well. That is it's a little annoying. But okay, you know what? Like we fixed that problem, which is good. Like the other thing of like like am I gonna be able to fix that? I don't think so. Um yeah, because this is just like all TX11 stuff. Oh, that's kind of interesting. There's some stuff there we might care about. Yeah, I kind of just don't want to do that anymore. Uh, yeah, but like, why would it do that and not at the native refresh rate of the monitor? Like, that's just dumb. I just don't understand why it would do that. Okay, well, we fixed that one. Knock something off the list there. So, we still have to fix the resize here. Get that fully plumbed through. Um, but first, I'm just going to go pour myself another cup of tea really quick, and then we'll step right into it. Got another 45 minutes to try to clean that up, and then showtime. All right. So today's tea of the day is Silver Needles white tea, one of the 10 famous teas. I'm pretty sure. Uh, famous in my heart anyway. It's quite good. It's quite good. We always like to mix it up. This one I like having when I'm at home because white tea you really get to brew at a little bit lower temperature. Uh, and it's just kind of harder to consistently hit that if you're your kettle only goes up just like uh, bang bang controllers up to boiling point, which is what the one at work does. So, oh well, oh well. Anyway, we actually might have to, I can do all this on Windows, and then this will probably be, we'll switch back to Mac, like very briefly. I may do that, like, I just want to do that like off stream, just so it's we don't have to go back and forth, which is kind of annoying. Um, and then it's like, well, then we have to do the sound. We have to do the sound twice because on Mac it's just like not gonna work, obviously, unless we implement all the other crap because it's totally different native functionality we haven't touched yet. Uh, but we want to do it. We have to do that crap at some point. We may as well just get it over with. Get it over with because it's been on my to-do list now for the entire time we've been working on this project. So it's just simply must get done. It's simply just must get done. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to find to overwrite alt enter. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the WM full screen message, and then we just have it. We just tell it what to do, as opposed to it doing all that funky stuff. Oh, so you can just do it in in there. Oh, okay. You have to do the DXGI factory though. Super awesome. Super awesome. I kind of don't want to re-implement that toggle because it sounds irritating to me. Uh, all right. I thought there was like a WM full screen, and I'm fairly certain we used to have that. I'm fairly certain that used to be in our code base somewhere. I don't know where I would have been doing full screen stuff here, unfortunately. Probably in one of these big ones somewhere. Oh, here we go. Um, um, this was kind of a bad commit here. There's too much stuff going on. All right, you know what? It doesn't really matter. We're gonna do it that way. We just have to remember to if we run a different backend on Windows to bring that crap over, I guess. Which stinks a little bit, but at least this is like a almost a one-liner here. So let's see. We probably actually when we resize, we probably have to do this again because oh, no, we keep the same swap chain. It just we just resize it. So okay, that's good. It's fine. Okay, so where is our swap chain getting made? Should be like way at the top. There we go. So then we just want to do like right there. Um, oh my God. How horrifying. How horrifying indeed. Actually, it was not a one-liner. It was like a lot of crap here. HR, factory. And that hwind is what? It's like window handle. Be sure. God, can't believe we had to add a factory in here. Whole factory just to disable alt enter. And let's see. Let's just make sure that works. It does still beep. It's so stupid. Really? Why would it? Oh, god damn it, Microsoft. That's just terrible. That's so that's so dumb. It's so dumb. Um, I mean, I would hope that this turns it off, right? I guess it could be in a couple places. I guess it wasn't there. All right, let's not put that there if we are not quite sure what it does. Uh, really, like it's so stupid. Case menu char, return monk close 16. Like that's just terrible that I have to do like that. I have to overwrite this bullshit. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Ah, god damn it, Windows. Windows. What will we do with you? Uh, do I have a menu char? I'm pretty sure I do. Maybe not. Guess not. Okay, so do that. Um, uh, oh, what? Um, yeah, see, that doesn't seem like right to me. Where does it want me to return? Whatever. Okay, fuck that. Oh well, Windows will make this stupid beep for a while. We'll fix that never. They make it so annoying. We'll fix it some other time. But we just cannot be bogged down in that kind of bullcrap right now. Okay. All right. So let's go plumb out this stupid thing again. Stupid resize call. Um. So so I broke it out of Win32 update. Um. Even though in here kind of needed it for some stuff. Okay, because why? Because I broke it down to this Win32 window resize. Okay, so yeah, actually all those look kind of reasonable to me. I mean, and this is like just to get you in full screen here. All right, so how do we want to I'm gonna peek the mic. How do we want to who do we want to own this now, I guess, is the question. So what is going on? I think we we probably want this to happen really in the life cycle of the game loop, right? Um, because Windows will just because what we really don't want to do is go assemble a some kind of like rendering buffer and then just have it Windows asynchronously go like screw it up. You know what I'm saying? So I think blah, blah, blah. Like I think it should be at the beginning of our loop here. Um, we also have to do that thing where yeah, I know I need to do this thing. Um, uh, only only create quad buffer on final sim frame of game. So right now we're just like wasting a whole bunch of time generating way more quad buffers than we need to be that are for like in between frames. It's just very wasteful. Very wasteful. Uh you know what? It's a little sorry if this is like a little bit all over the place. My thinking is all over the place right now. Yeah, unfortunately, Remedy BG has no good profiling tools really. I do like it as a debugger. I do think that the UI of this is so much more pleasant to use than Visual Studio. Um, but no profiler really sucks because I need to profile for for determining where there are performance problems in my code, right? Uh, like to figure out. Sorry if that was fucked up. Um, oh god, I really don't want to have to like download Visual Studio to do it. Ugh. What are what are the uh what are good code profiles? Is like yeah, if we want the I don't need to pay for this crap, right? I don't think so. So we're not using enterprise. Uh, I have to read the license term. Um, okay. Individual is fine. If you are an organization, you can develop open source or things for Windows. How nice of them. Oh man. Or $1 million or more than 250 PCs. Oh my god. Microsoft, Microsoft. How how awful. Um okay. Why is this in French? God damn it. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the one. Oh, you know what? I have heard of some of these ones. Uh not doing DirectX, Nsight. Oh fuck, I'm not using F. Screw Nsight. I don't want to touch that. Um yeah, like because RenderDoc doesn't really help us for the CPU profiling stuff uh at all, right? Um, um, mm, All right, you know what? We'll have to look into this some other time, but it's good to know that we need to do that. Good to not have to download Visual Studio, because oh my god, how I despise that program. Uh, so let's all right, fine. We're going back. We have to actually just type the code. It's not that much code. We just have to go type it. All right. So beginning of the loop here, I think we just have like a flag somewhere that is like should full screen or something, if I recall. Um, no, it should be in the window. The window should resize. Yes, yes. So we want to check that flag at the beginning of time, love. Um, Actually, we'll just yank this whole bit here. What? Oh. All right, and then we want to do fix. Oh, all right, so we want to consume that, and then we want the game to really not be specific to. So we should call graphics window size, something like that. OS window resize. I don't know why I have it in here. Um, I think I do just get rid of it from here. Because the graphics layer, I mean, it kind of does need to care about Windows 2 would be the thing. You know what? Oops. Win32 window resize. Oh, because I didn't plumb it out to win main H. Okay. 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 So that is all Gucci main there. Then over here. Yeah, okay. So we resized the window. So we set all this stuff. Um and then who is owning the window width and height? Uh so right now nobody. Right now I don't think it's anyone. So we need to be changing that. Yeah, and I think that's what I had that comment there for, was to remind me that the width and height are going to change. Um, so I suppose I need to get the rect or whatever and set them in here. How do I forget how to do that. All right. Da, 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 da. Win 32. Yeah. So width, height. I think it's like get wrecked. Then you pull that crap out. Yep, yep, yeah. All right, so here we go. Get wrecked. And then we will go grab the new width and height. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. So oh, you know what? We don't have anywhere where we are hashing the previous ones. Okay, so we just have to add that. Okay, so that's not quite right, because it won't restore to the same size. But it will. If we look, actually, this probably will do the thing we want now. Uh, oh, we never call this graphics update crap anymore, right? Oh, I suppose that is where we should be. Um, let's put a pin in that. Yeah, that's how we used to be doing it. Okay. All right, let's just see if it like correctly does do the resize. Yeah. Okay, so it's like behaving exactly like we expect right now. So it is um at this like much higher internal resolution now. Uh the full window is, right? But the scale of all of the things stayed the same, which is also what we told it to do. You know, the question is, what do we want it to be doing, right? Is really the question. I don't know, because this is why it's also, I bet, really annoying for most games to, like most games, like it's just such a, like they don't let you change the resolution or do this kind of crap arbitrarily, of like you lock it into your set your like setting screen or something, because it's just so um it's kind of such a mess, right? And like even like here, like this is not uh okay, like everything is where it should be, but like that all kind of stank. But at least like this, uh oh, do I have this resize disabled? I think I do. I mean that gets us into full screen. I think we just take that. Uh uh yeah. So we'll have to play around with it. I mean, okay, so it did the thing. It did the thing we wanted it to do. Except for, oh, it did not restore the size. So we do want to add that, actually. We do want to cram that in there. Um let's see. So we want also da, da, window style. Oh, I suppose. Oh, we're doing it something stupid. We're doing something stupid right now. We're just making like this static. It's really not great. We probably want to just make these actually part of the we probably want to make all of these things actually part of um the window struct, because like this is going to be on any platform that does have like window management crap. Like, we need this, so we're gonna need this immediately on Mac too. So we should just grab that. So so we'll just keep those as like the oh let me think about that. Let me think about that while I pour myself another cup of tea. Be right back. So I got like a new teacup. It was a present from my sister, and it's like a chaozu, not that. It's like a chaozu type teacup. I don't know how to spell it. Teapot. Sorry. No. Oh, maybe it's not. It's like one of these types. Yeah, chaozo type teapot. And it's like the first. I had one before. Um, but this one's um I've been learning how to like do pours on it that are good. That because I spill a lot. It's like a very precise like initial angle you have to hit so that the water comes out of it's a because the spout is like pretty short on the one I have. So it's like if you don't tip enough, then the water's gonna run off like the lip here. If you tilt too much, then the water starts coming out of like the top lip or the top rim, and then you make a mess either way. So it's like very delicate to get it exactly the correct angle, to start pouring from there, and then to get it. A Kyusu is like so much easier to get to work. Like I was able to figure out how to do like more Kyusui. Um, this is kind of a little weird one. Um, with like a much bigger spout, it's easier to hit the correct angle. But anyway, you don't care about that. You're here for programming probably. Um, what do we want to do? Um, okay, we do want to hmm, Um, hmm, hmm. You know what? I'm tempted. I think what I'm gonna do is windowed with windowed. Well, I'm tempted to just make this also a static for now, so we can restore on Windows, and then whenever I go implement this on Mac, which I definitely want to do, um, I want to then I will see like what makes sense to bring out into the that graphics window struct. It should be pretty trivial to fix from there. I just don't want to I don't know. I'm like thinking about it. I don't and like my I don't know exactly how Apple wants you to be changing your window mode and all this stuff. And so I don't want to assume too much yet and get ourselves into trouble here. So, all right. So if window full screen, then windowed width equals m dot window width. A windowed widowed height. It's not quite right. Um, else set it to windowed width. And we'll just leave that X and Y there because I don't think really matter yet. But they also might be something we would want, right? Okay, so let's see if that looks good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not quite right. Not quite right. Because they're zero initializing, so they turn into nothing. Okay, so I suppose we just want them to be the thing. Yep. Uh, okay, well that is doing the thing. Now, what was a little weird is that 8, like my first time I pressed F11, it didn't do anything. And the second time, it didn't work. And it's only the third time on that it starts working. Now, why would that be? That seems pretty fixable. So I mean, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, so the very first time you will skip that condition. Uh, size. Oh, am I calling this like too many times now? Game loop. Size true. Graphics update. We're not calling that. Oops. So where's this? Hmm. We never tell D3 D11 that we change to full screen, which not like that. Do you love me some silver needles? That's probably my favorite white tea, I would have to say. Of all the white teas I've had. Silver needles, quite good. Okay, where do we init? I don't think we ever do. Um, hmm. I don't think we ever init it. Okay, well, so let's do that then. Okay. I mean, yeah, it was probably false initialized anyway, but and we want to be explicit about it. What? Um, oh, yeah, and then this is still gonna like eat the first one. So, I mean, it's like kind of fixes it for right now, but it's kind of a little kludgy. Okay, I mean yeah, that works kind of well enough right now. The fuck? You do move these statics to window, fix, shall state, etc. Okay, but that does kind of work for right now, which is all we can really ask. It's all we can really ask. All right, we can drag this thing around. So on Windows, when we don't have the thing highlighted, um, we don't have the window in focus. It doesn't take inputs. I'm just gonna verify that right now. Okay, it doesn't. So that's something we'll have to fix on Mac. Oh my god, I just dragged the window from my new OLED monitor back to my old LCD second monitor. It's bad. Oh, once you go OLED, never go back. Never go back. All right. But good. That is pretty much all the things we were looking to fix today. That's all the stuff that was on our list here. Um, yeah. So we did that. We just have to do sound on Windows, and then that's like the last big Windows thing we need to do for a while. So awesome and right on time too. So thank you all very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be it for today. I hope you had fun watching the watching our fun live stream. So we did some fun stuff. Old throwback of like working with the Win32 API, our favorite API to work with. Um, Next time, which may be tonight, there may be a bonus stream tonight. Uh, Probably gonna be sound, which is exciting. It's something that I don't think I have ever actually even tried to implement the sound layer from scratch. I've totally been reliant on other people's stuff for that, so that would be cool. That's like a whole different field of computer science and math and whatever there of doing waveform engineering and mixing all that stuff. And like we're not going to be doing anything too fantastic or crazy. Uh, but I do think it'll be really cool to just get it in there, have the ability to drop in sound effects wherever we want. So let me commit actually. Uh, and yeah, that's gonna be it. So join me next time. We'll be taking over sound. I'll try to do this Mac stuff off stream, and have